Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Chasing Financial Freedom. Today we're going to talk about NIO, N-I-O, the great Chinese car company, which went almost bankrupt almost 1 year ago in July, and actually it went from $3 to $6 to $9, and then after that, when bankruptcy was imminent, it came down to $3. That's around the time where we actually looked at it and of course decided to step in, even though it was a little bit of a gamble at the time. Then later on, when the banks gave some loans to NIO and the Chinese government backed it off, it surged a lot. So what can we expect from NIO? What is going on? We can see that they have some great products from their webpage. The ET7, then we have the ES8. So they are targeting the Chinese high-end population because these cars are not cheap, but they are making some great moves and they are creating the future in China. So in China, they are expecting to grow their EV cars production by around 25%, as we remember correctly. So they're going to ramp up their production. So even though NIO is a great play, we had some bad news, or maybe not so bad news, but bad mood in the stock market about NIO. And now, after some days, I would say almost 2 weeks of red, we have seen NIO fall back from 64.980 to 56 and going up and down. So this is what it's called consolidation. This is where the stock is finding its place in a certain price, and it happens a lot. You can see here we have a lot of time that the stock is consolidating. Then we have a pop-up on some great news, and we have seen a great run from NIO. But talking about investing and trading, let's read a great quote. So Alexander Elder said, "The goal of a successful trader is to make the best trades money secondary." So when we're trading, it is important that we look to becoming a better trader, and if you're looking for the hottest stock, it is the best thing to do is for you to become a better searcher, better looker. And then after that, when you find the stock that you can trade, that you can day trade, then it is important that you go in to this stock and do whatever you can to day trade it. So here you can see you could trade NIO. You could have so let me just reload this screen. So you could have NIO, for example. You could have sold here, for example, and then you could have bought back here, sold here. So it's very hard to do, but it's not impossible to do. And about NIO, we can see that we've had some great news. We had some great deliveries. They had actually made about 7,500 deliveries, which is very good for this company. But maybe the best news came around when we've had some news about institutions entering NIO. this was one of the greatest news that could happen to NIO. And on the other hand, we've seen Tesla buying 1.5 billion of Bitcoin last month, and it is going to be interesting what is going to happen. So we've had some news today. Dow slips with Biden sets to meet with CEO over stimulus. April falls as NIO Stock passes by. Then we have is NIO Stock a buy as electric vehicles sales surge in new year. I think we actually think that it still is. So we have some analysts rating. We are seeing here a strong buy, one strong buy. 8 strong buys, 2 buy, and 5 hold. So this all looks great. It is, of course, very difficult to predict the price in the future, but we've seen so much good news from this company, and they're so much backed up from the Chinese government and from all the things that we are seeing in the stock market right now, and all the news that are coming from this EV revolution. And we are certain that it is going to disrupt this, this sector of the world. So in the future, China, until the year 2025, they're going to ramp up the production to almost 25% of new cars will be EV, and actually we think that they will actually beat that expectation. So they're going to have even more. And from then on, we've had some great news from other institutions that put a price target to NIO about $75 and $100 at the end of the year. So is NIO still a buy right now? We think that it is doing great at the moment, but we may still see some consolidation. Don't forget that this stock has risen around 10% in 2 days. So we may see small corrections in the near future, and we may see some retractions going down to 58, 59, or even a bit lower to 56. And at that time, it would be wise to add more. A lot of people have been asking us what is going on, what is happening with this stock, and what can they do, should they sell, etc. But we still encourage them to hold, because we're seeing a great future for NIO, and actually this stock could actually go to 200 billions and 500 billions if everything plays out. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that they have partnered with NVIDIA, and if they partner with NVIDIA is a great company, it's a strong company, it's one of the most recognized brands in the world. So if they're saying that that this company is okay to partner with, we can be sure that we can trust them as well. So for the moment, we advise to be a little bit patient, cautious. You can maybe buy in the after hour, which we think that it may drop a little bit in the near future. But the most important thing is that we still think that it may actually come to a small retraction in around the end of February and March. So keep that in mind, and keep some cash on the side so that you can invest with if and when the time comes. So until next time, have a great trading day and stay safe.